Hello, welcome to the episode 7 commentary. This episode is called Attack and Debase Part 1. I'm joined today by just a couple of the boys, the boy, I don't know what we're calling ourselves, but Tony and Chris are both here. Hey guys.
Hey.
Hello.
So yeah, we are going to jump right into it. We're recording very late, much later than we usually do, but hopefully we won't be yawning throughout this entire thing, and it'll just be a fun time. So we're going to do our regular countdown, the 3, 2, 1 click, and on click, you click play on the video, and then we'll get going. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, click.
Do I have to click?
No one has to click in this recording, except for me.
But we're not allowed to click.
You can click. It might break something.
Oh,
but
okay.
You can try. I won't stop you.
I won't. That's a good map.
That's a great map. So good that we made it the thumbnail.
Why did you have her draw it?
Yeah, so it's just the three of us. We don't know where Eric is. He was scheduled to be here, but he's just not here. So it's going to be a little bit of
We're professional.
It's going to be a little bit of a quieter commentary. And if you're listening to this, then you can join us in giving Eric shit for missing it.
As the least boisterous person, I'll just have to step up and try and be more boisterous this recording.
You know, it just gives you more room to actually talk and get a word in.
Just yell a lot.
So this episode was pretty exciting. When I was doing the prep for it, I was really excited for you guys to get here because this is like the big culmination of all of the stuff you guys have been doing around the colony, the settlement here, going around doing all these chores for Abretta. You know, all these thorns that you're putting in the side of the Azlantis. And finally, you guys are about to see it all pay off, which is pretty exciting.
The nice reclining Jellic.
What's that?
I said that's a nice reclining Jellic.
Yeah. He's rotated and perspective morphed a little bit, and I even cropped off his feet.
You know what was less exciting for this episode is me being sick and then Audacity crashing and making me lose my audio file for this episode.
Yeah, I guess we should probably talk about that a little bit, huh? That was a huge shitty experience.
Yeah. Well, basically, we recorded the session, not just this episode. It was a whole.
It was the
3-hour session.
It was more than 3 hours. No, this one was about 3 hours. You're right.
This one was like 3 hours.
Yeah.
And my solid state drive that I had Audacity installed in filled up while we were recording, and literally at the very end of the recording session, my hard drive filled, or my solid state drive filled up, and Audacity didn't know what to do with itself, so it crashed, and I lost all the audio.
Yep. And
so I spent the next day trying to remember what I said and re-recording everything and making it sound like I was playing for the first time.
Yeah, this was before we had learned this hard lesson, and we did not have a backup recording going. Now we do have a low quality backup recording going during our recordings, which we can use to at least reference. But yeah, you just had to go in kind of blind and just like
luckily you compiled yours and everyone else's audio into a single file.
Yeah, so basically I mixed down me, Chris, and Eric, the remaining files, mixed those down into one file, and then there was just like gaps in the in the talking where Tony's recording would have gone. So he just had to fill in those gaps with, what you remembered
Luckily, it was still fairly fresh, so I remembered most of what I said.
Yeah, I think he didn't even do like the next day. I think he just like went directly into it and stayed up until 3 a.m. or something.
No, it was the next day. I was like, fuck this. I'm not doing it tonight. I'm doing it tomorrow. But I spent that entire day just listening to it, and then like, oh, there's, I was listening to it and then just reacting,
right?
Like, to things like as if I was playing, and then when there'd be like long awkward gaps of silence, I'd be like, oh, I guess I say something at this point. And then I just try to use the audio cues to try and deduce what I said.
Right.
But there was just some scenes where people were just like, yeah, or I don't know, and I'm like, shit.
And on top of that all, you were crazy sick.
Yeah, on top of that, I was sick. So that was also fun.
So if you listen to Mishka this episode, he sounds a little more sedated than usual.
Yeah, a little sedated, a little gravelly. Although to be fair, when I was doing the final editing, because by the time we got around to finalizing this episode and actually doing the editing and stuff, it had been a while since the whole fiasco of you losing your recording had happened. And so I kind of forgot. And so when I was doing the audio editing, you would be like, you would like say something in the background, or like you would, just like be making like some sort of snide remark, or like predicting what was going to happen next. And I was just like, what the fuck? And then I was like, oh yeah, you re-recorded this entire thing. So, you did a good job. You tricked me. So...
Yeah, that was my hope. I was hoping it would sound natural enough that no one would notice.
Thank you.
It was funny though. There was definitely some parts where I'm just because I just remember recording. It's like, Nick, I have no idea what I said during this section. I don't remember. I don't think it was important. Just cut this all out.
I think some of that stuff is in the deleted scenes where you're just like singing a song and you're like, this is all dead air and it's all gonna get cut out anyways.
Because there was also a part where it's like I think everyone went to the bathroom or took a bathroom break or something.
Yeah, that's right.
So I was like, well, I'm just gonna sing because this is making me crazy. But luckily, with some encouragement and help from everybody, especially like Eric was super like encouraging for that. He's like, yeah, you can do it, buddy. I believe in you. Thank you. Thank you, Eric.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, this is bad. This sucks. And Eric was like, it's fine. It's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. I was like, man.
Yeah, it was either that or do we just re-record the whole 3-hour session?
Yeah.
And we didn't want to do that because it was such a good session.
I think that's probably
really well.
The main reason why Eric was like, so like, let's not do that. You can do it. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know you were pretty hesitant about it, Nick. You're like, oh, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get all the same beats and feeling.
Right.
Tony did a really good job of filling in those blanks. So kudos to Tony.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's luckily enough context clues around to salvage all the important parts.
And Sedona's supposed to be in there, right?
As far as I know.
And there's like some parts where I don't remember what I said, so I'm just gonna say this, and it still fits.
Right, it still works, even if it's not the exact thing.
I like how everybody in this, it looks like Uko, Mishka, and Abretta are all having a conversation here, and just Neves is just looking off to the side at something else disinterested.
Yeah. That's one of the things about the way Nevessa is drawn is she's looking away from the direction she's facing. So she's either always looking away from the people she's with, or she's facing away from them and then turning her head to look at them.
Should I redraw it?
Nope, it's too late now.
No. It's fine. I found it personally amusing. Like, you guys are all talking business and she's investigating something off on the side.
Anyway, Did we want to go in through the?
Yeah, I mean it tracks with Nevessa. She's been a little distracted. She's got her focus is being pulled in a lot of different directions, and she is clearly not used to being in this sort of front lines action scenario.
Seems like a sound plan.
This map makes me laugh every time it pops up.
It's good. Yeah, I'm just every time I watch that sequence of you guys drawing this or of you drawing this map, and it's so good. This part too, where you guys are talking about phrasing, is pretty funny.
Let's move on.
Don't eat when you poop.
Yep, we have that one.
I remember that line, like it wasn't hard to re-record that one.
Yeah.
You two following behind me. Get my sloppy seconds.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? Yeah. I think I hear it now. Yes. Yeah.
Classic.
As we're coming up to the garrison, Mishka would like to stealth.
I will follow behind.
Is there any kind of surveillance or anything that we should also be keeping an eye out for?
Perception check.
Are we pretty close?
Doing the sound effects for this episode was also fun.
Yeah.
It is probably right.
Yeah,
I was pretty happy with the door scanning sound effects I found.
I'm just looking to the sky.
Yeah, this episode definitely, with all of the more high tech stuff going on in the garrison and stuff, there was just a lot more opportunity to have different sound effects than the stuff that we've been having in the last 6 episodes.
Coast appears to be clear.
So a little bit more high tech sci-fi noises going on.
And all of the Star Trek door opening sounds.
Right. Speaking of, what do you guys think of this sweet elevator door I found? And just pasted on top of this corrugated metal.
Pretty good.
Marvelous.
You see that its walls are made of smooth metal panels.
They have an air conditioning unit too.
Yeah, that was on the thing. That was not something I photoshopped on, but I was like, hey, it probably is.
It's some kind of tech.
I mean, the temperature and the weather in this place sucks, so it's not surprising that they would have some air conditioning.
Just put some neon lights on it, and you're good.
I painted it green. I made it Azlanti green, so
Does it look like
I don't know what more you want from me.
No, I'm just saying that's a quick way to just sci-fi shit.
I'm just joking.
Just throw some lights on that bitch, and you're good.
You walk up to it, and it does not open. There is a small. Oh, here you can see the chat was a little is layered on top of the original chat, so you can see some stuff happening in the background there. But don't worry about it. Not a big deal.
Oh, I see it.
And very faintly in the fog, you can see a laser scanning across the helmet and across your body.
Laser sounds.
Beep boop. It's the future.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that door sound is really good.
I back up and I let you go ahead. Go ahead, buddy.
Let me just.
I appreciate Eric doing all of Uko's squeezing through door sounds, because that means I didn't have to put any in there.
All of his vocalizations whenever he attacks, whenever he squeezes through a door. It's nice. We don't have to worry about too many sound effects for Uko. Although coming up, we're going to have to talk about, Uko gets something later on that affects his sounds. So, so we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do with that to keep it consistent. But it's something for a later episode.
Yeah.
Problem for future us.
Exactly.
Able to bypass the login screen and you get locked out of it for 5 minutes.
So there you weren't actually supposed to get locked out of it, but I was like, whatever. I don't want them to spend too much time in this room. Get out of here. You're not allowed to use this computer anymore.
If you're not trained.
21.
With that 21,
I mean, even if you got it, you were going to get the same information that you get from the computer later on in this episode, so.
Language, as well as by studying Mishka's map, you are able to piece together.
That's fine. That's more fun. Got to have,
Yeah.
actual consequences for failing skill checks.
So
Exactly.
through there is where they're sleeping, and right here behind me is a supply room.
Let's check the supply room, yeah?
Man, this section got edited down from about 45 minutes of you guys in the supply room
rummaging through supplies.
and like figuring out your equipment, adding it to your character
Yeah.
sheets, like
I was
figuring
so-
all of that stuff out.
Yeah.
You see
I was so sad because I forgot I can't use long arms. And I was just like, guns, yay!
Operatives
Yeah.
can't use long arms?
Nope.
Oh.
Just small arms and snipers.
Oh, snipers, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a
Yeah,
perception
it's funny having long arms there because none of the three of us use them.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Uko can use them.
Uko
He's just
technically
very
can.
bad with them.
He chooses not to.
And as you go
I mean, he's proficient with them. He's fine with them. He just,
with 3
I
insanity,
Well, he
guess
has-
his deck
he has-
sucks. His deck sucks.
Yeah,
so.
I think his dex is like a -1 or something.
Yeah, that's true.
And he like tried to shoot and sucked. Was like, you know what? I've decided not to use guns.
Yeah.
Okay, I have
You know what guns can't do? Stab people.
Yeah.
Unless they have bayonets on them.
Nope.
What's in the box?
Today, the role of Uko will be played by Nick.
Yep, exactly.
find a box that is just full of digging supplies or digging tools.
I can
like
do it.
shovels, picks.
I'm Uko.
Find a box that is
Yep,
just
that's
full
it.
of spare
Yep.
I'm a big dragon boy.
Uko Tyrannith Bronte.
that has 8
Exactly.
Here to save the day.
set of manacles.
I wish.
I'm a stabbing.
that would be used for weaponsmithing.
Okay. Is there any ammo for the guns?
I breathe fire. Blah.
In the supply room, unfortunately, the rifle.
Yeah, this section, like, it's already kind of long if you guys finding
Yeah.
this stuff. Like, it's fine now, but, like, man. When I was editing this, I was like just scrolling through it, just being like, okay, I'm gonna cut here. Nope, gotta keep going. Make a cut here. Nope, keep going.
Just sitting there editing, like, this show sucks.
You know what fans of actual play RPGs love? Shopping and item sorting
that's right.
episodes.
Yeah.
Inventory management.
That's right.
To take these with
I mean, could you imagine if we had left all of that stuff in? It would have been so bad. There's a part where, like, the character sheet gets, like, broken, or it's like, I don't know. They changed the way the character sheet works, and so, like, all of the ammo is individual, and, like, it's all
Oh
weird.
yeah,
I don't know. Like,
I remember that shit. It was weird.
Not to mention like energy weapons and like battery. I think like didn't one of the
Yeah.
two of you have like crazy bulk on your character sheets?
yeah,
because
so I was just gonna say, yeah, like, Mishka was carrying a bunch of small arm or long arm rounds or some ammo on him, and it was counting all of them, and so his bulk was like 600 or something like that, and it was like, what?
Yeah,
That's
it was-
wrong. And
Yeah,
then
it was calculating the weight of the ammo like per bullet as opposed to like
bullet,
per
Entering from
per like
case or
clip.
into a hole
yeah, per clip.
as the north and south wall
Yeah.
curve into semicircular
That
And
was
then
crazy
it was also
encumbered.
doors in this room.
like
Only
something got weird with Nevessa's charges, where like the battery was saying that she had like 40 batteries, but it was actually the battery had 40 charges on it. Yeah, got all weird.
It was
so
it was just a mess.
a real long time of us just being like, okay, gonna fix all these character sheets, and
both Nevessa and me are incompetent with our battery packs.
It was just a good reminder as to why we're not doing this live on Twitch or something.
exactly.
is a
Check out that high capacity battery.
Yeah.
as you're looking over it,
Yeah,
like there's enough parts
that
to put
that
everything together. It looks like
jump forward in the chat was to get us back up to speed after the whole debacle there.
that is a small writing desk that is currently bare.
Damn.
So now as you step forward, you can see the
Look
other
out,
two
the writing
doors
desk is a
on the
bear.
southern wall.
Yeah, that's right.
These two are also Azlanti lettering.
Let me take a crack at that translating again. It was easy before.
Yep, go ahead and roll culture.
I got a
Room is shaped weird.
Yeah.
You are able to
I mean, this whole building is, I guess, you gotta fit it into a shoebox, so you get weird shaped building, or weird shaped rooms.
How'd they get the circular rooms, though?
That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
You're the DM, you're supposed to know all this.
Hey man, I didn't make the map.
So, that's the bathroom up here. This is
Just had some weird like artsy architects in the Azlanti Empire.
Make sure there's no one in the bathroom. So he's going to hold the pistol in one hand
And going into the doo-doo chamber.
It's gonna go full snake.
Just for the comedic timing of it, I wish there had been someone using the restroom that was interrupted by Mishka.
I should have just put somebody in there.
Feel a bathroom. There's a toilet. There's a sink. There's a.
I should have put a hobgar in there.
That would have been a great payoff for our releasing the Hobguards.
Damn.
Okay, and this,
Hindsight's 2020.
That's the shower.
Those who are listening to the commentary now, imagine there's a Hobgar sitting on the toilet
Yeah.
with a newspaper.
And if you plan on running this adventure yourself and you're listening to this, put a hobgar in there on the toilet. Do it.
Here, how many have we killed?
quite a few. I think Alberta said there was about 9 left.
Oh, cool. This whole place is empty then. Great.
That sounds so nasally.
I'm gonna have a hard time fitting in here quietly. Do we want to like check their boxes?
It's amusing.
over here? Their bunks, locker things.
I was really worried you guys were going to look through all of these boxes.
I think we almost did.
Sure. I'll check this one closest to me.
Yeah, somebody was like, should we check the other ones? And I think, Mishka, you're just like, no.
Well, because like every time, it's so funny. Like, I don't know, being in so many tabletop RPGs, there's always like someone who like, oh, this is a game, we should check all of them. And like I'm usually playing characters and like I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
I
mean,
and then sometimes we'll have a DM who'll be like, oh, you guys missed a bunch of magic items, should have checked all the things. And I'm just like, yeah, but that sounds kind of, that's too gamey.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like,
Find these guys, kill
go
them,
ahead, Chris.
save the other people.
I was just gonna say, like, I usually just kind of like cue off of DM hints, or it's just like we start investigating the things, and like there's like, yeah, you look in there, and there's like some clothes and some like dirty socks. It's like,
Right.
okay, yeah, I get what you're putting out there, DM. We're not gonna spend any more time on this. Or it's just like
Well-
you guys checked like 2 of the boxes. There's still 3 more left. Are you sure you're gonna go to the next room?
Right. Later on, though, there's an episode later on where there's another box opening room, I guess you could say. And yeah, that one goes places. And it's
Nefessa
more
tapped out
entertaining than it
early
should
on
be.
that one.
You
but,
did. You
But
actually
Mishka and Uko.
you actually left for part of it and came back. Like physically left the recording and came back. It was pretty funny.
I think you can fit.
But yeah, I mean, like these boxes, I think of it as like, the way that like if you've played Divinity Original Sin, like there's containers all over the place. Most of them are empty, like not every box is going to have something in it that you need to look at.
Yeah, and I try to think of it as kind of like more so in this perspective of the character, where it's like there's not always going to be useful shit everywhere.
Right. Oh, this part. So you guys, maybe I should have left the window shut there for the kitchen, because you guys just sort of peek in there and don't go in. If you had gone into that kitchen, there's like an automaton that's like enchanted that comes out and like fucks with you guys. And I really wanted to do that, but you guys did not go into the kitchen at all.
Dang.
Also, if you press the button that's next to all those tables, they all like come out and like walk out and like place themselves around the room so people could like eat at them and whatever. You guys didn't push the button either.
Automaton tables. Nice.
All right. So,
Automa table.
That's right.
here.
Tabatons.
Right here is main staging. So if they're waiting for us, they're
I
gonna.
am just like a dog with ADD just running around the room.
Oh, I know, and I have to make a cut every time you move your token. And let me tell you, it gets old.
I mean, if they're waiting in the command center, they locked it up tight.
Could have just left a still.
Out here in main
But I can't because other people are moving, and then like if Uko moves, right, and then your token, is in a different place when his token moves, then the cut doesn't work. So I have to make a cut for every single movement that you guys do.
Let's see if there's any Azlanti.
Well, my bad.
I'm surprised the amount of restraint I have not moving my character that much because I'm also very ADD when playing games.
And you see two
Ah!
Azlanti soldiers.
I almost sent a message while I was editing this episode saying like, guys, don't move your token so much.
You did.
Did I?
Yeah.
No.
Your attack, Mishka.
Oh yeah, boy. Blah blah.
Yeah, I think when you were editing this episode or the next one, you were like, hey, fuckers, stop moving your tokens so much. It's annoying to edit.
It is. It's like, oh, because I'll be like, okay, I need to scroll to the part where he does this, and I'm like, oh wait, nope, okay, I need to make a cut here because he moves his token. Oh, okay, another movement. So like, it ends up being like from going from point A to point B is like, oh, there's actually 5 stops in between there.
Mishka, you are up first.
Okay, Mishka's gonna trick attack. He's going to duck down, and from below he's gonna shoot.
I kind of want to,
his legs.
because I when I was doing a lot of the sound effects, especially for, I think it was for this episode or no, it was for the episode after this one.
For 3 damage.
There was like times where, I couldn't find a good sound effect for what I needed.
Another pistol round.
Oh yeah.
So, and I was like, damn it, I can't find a good one for this sound. And then I realized, like, wait,
See him run
I have a recording mic.
back of the room.
I can record my own sound effects.
Red
Yep.
Oops.
So
Yeah.
I think I might do that now for like, cause like there's a lot of times, where the enemies get shot and stuff. So I kind of want to record stuff for them, just them getting hit, but like, ugh.
This was a terrible.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna have a bunch of. We're gonna get a Tony Wilhelm scream. Just
Yeah.
gonna get the whole.
Hell yeah. That way I can just record one really quick instead of spending like an hour trying to find the perfect one.
Yeah, for sure.
And his shot finds its mark, hitting Uko's big frame for 7 piercing damage. Ow!
So I went back after posting this episode and put a photosensitivity warning on there.
Oh, good
Just in
call.
case. Just in
Yeah.
case.
Into the room. And then he will proceed to take another step forward, and I can reach that one now.
Okay, he is behind cover, so he's gonna have a bonus.
I like it though.
See,
It's a good
Take another step.
it's a good atmosphere for what's actually happening in the
Right.
scene.
Yeah.
his desk as you loom over him.
As best I can in Azlanti, I will say, cowardice is death.
I love how Uko is always trying to like
It does not
intimidate or just like sway them away from like their loyalty or whatever. Like calling them cowards and just like trying to get under their skin. Even though like I feel like I've done a pretty good job of like like portraying them as fiercely loyal to a fault,
Yeah.
He's got to play the mind games.
Yeah,
You're good,
I know
okay.
there's a later episode where it's like I do my darndest and roll very well with being diplomatic and get absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And
No,
then Uko still takes a stab at it.
yeah. The Azlanti are not here for anybody's bullshit except for their own.
So we have learned.
Such a good trick attack and such a bad survival knife.
I know.
Literally the worst survival knife you could do.
So as you are running
A true bummer, dude.
you have these new
That would have been the most damage I've ever done.
unwieldy pieces of new weight, and you trip back here. And
Yeah.
fall
You guys
That was a fun-
are still level 2.
Yeah.
And yeah. Are for a little while here. That's one thing about this adventure. It's a quote unquote short adventure, but the level up progression is still pretty like snail's pace.
Yeah, you can take an
Yeah.
opportunity on him if you would like.
It was funny when I was re-recording this scene, and I remember I had a line. At one point I remember saying tactical roll, so in my mind I had that line.
Stretch out.
And because I remember, it's like, I remember people laughed at it. It was funny. So when I was re-recording this, I kept saying the line where I thought I said it, but then I was like, wait, no one laughed. I guess I didn't say it at this point. So I ended up saying it like 3 times.
You do say it like 3 times, and I think I keep them all in.
Yeah.
Just with the
It was finally until
Unintentional
like,
rule of threes or something.
yeah,
Exactly.
gets Mishka for
but it was not funny.
He took advantage of my tactical role.
Oh, there's the second one.
other
Oh,
think
maybe that was the third
one.
one.
taking cover behind
Because I was like, yay, finally. It's like he laughed. I think that's when it was supposed to be.
shots. The first one hits for 4.
But I was too lazy to re-record. I was like, fuck it, I'll just leave him in.
Oh, knock it off. I move closer to this guy. I said knock it off. I attack him with my tactical pie.
Attack with your what?
Tactical pie.
Oh.
12 to hit.
Isn't he getted?
Oh yeah, so that's
I'm gonna look up what that
That is a
that automaton in the kitchen, what his deal is.
Hey, I'm helping.
Hey, 6 piercing damage.
See, I really wanted you guys to go in there. I should have directed you guys there a little harder, but there's no real reason to go in there except for the automaton, so
Then oh wait, no, I'm gonna get him. And then I get him.
Should have thrown Mishka a little bone and be like, the glimmer of something catches your eye.
Alarm's going off. I don't want to be caught.
you hear some rustling around in
I'm
there.
going to move into this room. I'm gonna.
You should have
this man.
just throw a weapon in there.
It's a 15.
And then either myself or Uka would have gone in there.
that connects as your little laser
Good old
pistol
1
does
fire
a
damage.
1
Oh,
fire splash damage.
I'm surprised you didn't go in the kitchen to
Azlanti soldiers.
to perfect your map even further.
Well, that was that the window helped with that.
Yeah, see, damn it, I should have kept the window closed. That's all I needed to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
Pop him with
Yeah, that was the reason why. If the window wasn't there, then I definitely would have gone in there. It's like I need to finish my map.
See, my greatest mistake.
Yeah.
With the 23.
18 to hit for 5 damage.
As he is still reeling from
Yeah, it's
Damage.
called a quote kitchen spirit,
follow-up attack by Nevesin.
and it's
Him upside the helmet, knocking him out completely.
Kitchen
yeah,
spirit.
it's kitchen spirit, and it's a magical servitor.
Got one unconscious.
Oh.
So a little clockwork humanoid, and if Uko had gone in there and told it to do something at Azlanti, it would have like started cooking and cleaning and stuff for you guys. Like
Oh,
you could have
nice.
had it cook a meal for you.
To normal.
Mishka heads
Oh.
out.
Could we have taken it?
It disappears if you take it out of the kitchen.
Nah, damn.
Yeah,
That'd have been great to have a little butler on
I
the
know.
Sun and Eclipse.
Well, I mean, it could have given you the idea to get it, but now Mishka doesn't even know that such things exist.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. The door, right.
That could be fun. I kind of want to find a reason for Mishka to try and get one.
Well,
To give-
maybe I'll
to
just
give-
throw him in somewhere else.
give Cooper if you successfully coax it onto our ship somehow. Give Cooper an avatar.
I was gonna wait while the vessel works, just holding onto the unconscious guy in one hand.
You guys like dress it up to look like a pirate.
Yeah.
Walking up to the computer, you immediately notice that the monitor
Paint his torso like a barrel.
overhead map.
Yeah, give it some like extra little shearing arms.
Notes and text and stuff scrolling across the map here and there, but what catches your eye is a photograph, and the photograph is an aerial photograph of you and your party, and you discern that this must have been taken by the drones before they ambushed you. And there's
Those
some notes
Dang drones.
bottom of the photograph, but the notes are pretty sparse.
Yeah,
The
that's
real,
true.
Please.
the
I like
real
this
big
one.
bads.
Where like the alarm has already gone off, so Nevesa's just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna scream across the room.
Let me see here.
Yeah, go ahead and roll culture to translate.
14.
They only say that you guys are intruders and that you have been meddling with the Azlanti business and that you were not here when the Azlanti first arrived. There's an additional note that marks Uko as a particular threat in close quarters. But beyond that,
He's a big boy.
there's not much information. It seems like the Azlanti have not been
Something,
very
something
successful
meddling
in gathering
kids.
Intel about you
Exactly.
guys.
Yeah.
Nice.
So good job with that.
Let's see here. Yeah, some basic notes on us. Just keeping an eye on us, saying we're like, oh, this is hard. It's kind of like we're messing up their stuff, obviously. Oh, here's one about me. Yeah, no, they know I'm pretty damn deadly. Good note
Is
to
there
take.
anything we should be worried about with their intel?
Doesn't look like it. It actually seems like we kind of avoided their eye for a while. Probably because we killed everyone.
Very well. Well, shall we move on then?
Sweet. Let's see. Well, would there? Like,
Yeah, if you guys had let's see. So
he's heavy. Just
Yeah, if you guys want to try to
yeah, like you guys did trigger all of the like alarms basically that like tells the
Reveal us.
Azlanti that you guys are around and fucking shit up.
Uh-huh.
But you killed everybody who tried to escape to like get back to, give that information.
systems of
And you destroyed the drones that were like keeping an eye on you from a distance. So yeah, like
planning
they ended up not getting any information on you guys.
information
Nice.
from your troops, like this room they would use before they go out on patrols.
What, is it possible to get captured?
And that sort of thing. There's not really
Are the Azlanti in this module, or do they just kill you?
There is not any like the book doesn't say like this person is gonna try to get one of the PCs, like it doesn't explicitly say that, but you could get thrown in the brig with everybody else, technically, I guess.
Yeah, it sounds like a potential like DM trick you could have done if things had gone slightly further south than they tend to go for us.
Yeah.
Just I pick up languages so easily.
Just have Uko Uko's unconscious ass get dragged into the garrison, thrown in jail.
Yeah.
That you've never seen before.
Ooh, what kind of rifles?
It's basically a hunting rifle, but in Azlanti style.
I'll take it.
This is a hunting rifle, but Azlanti style.
All right.
Is there a little like rifle loading sound there?
Keypad a couple times, see if it'll
Yeah.
open.
Oh, nice.
Go for it.
Great.
That was supposed to be Mishka picking it up.
Yeah.
Shake him around to try and wake him up,
Wakey, wakey.
and hold him towards
This part
the
was funny.
keypad And
Yeah, I like your edit
and translate to
of this. where
With the
you
sound.
You're adding more
above the keypad.
head smashing.
Not a killing thing. Maybe knock him out again.
Because I think I just had the one, just the
Yeah.
one bang, and then you added more, and I was like, nice.
Open.
He spits a bloody loogie in your face.
I'm gonna kill him. All right, new plan.
Once again, Uko trying to coerce them into doing something that they're not going to do.
Actually, fully
And then just trying to brute force his way through after.
and I'm using his.
Which, to be fair, it did work a few times.
See, I'm thinking.
You smash him into the keypad, and the glass on the keypad shatters, and the numbers sort of fizzle. And
I don't know why, but it was surprisingly hard to find a sound effect for just
What was that?
glass cracking.
It didn't.
Yeah. It's always just a shatter, like
Yeah, it's just like the sound effects of people like throwing bricks through windows,
right,
or something like that.
right. But we just need a screen cracking.
Yeah, it's like we just needed a crack.
You
had
said
to-
you
had to-
ended up going with like ice, right?
Yeah, I had to find an effect of ice cracking.
instead of
sounds
cleaning
good.
up, you leave a
Yeah.
bloody trail
I was like, that's close enough.
Mishka, are you any good with tech?
Yeah, I definitely have gotten into situations where I'll be like looking for a specific noise for like
We could,
an hour, 2 hours,
Yeah.
and I'll just be like, man, okay, whatever, this one's fine. And then I'll go back later and like listen through it and be like, man, that sound sucks. And then I'll look
Yeah.
again and I'll find a better one like immediately. And it's just like, what the? Where was this fucking sound yesterday?
The interface is busted now, so you're gonna have to make an engineering check.
Okay, Mishka comes over and pulls out his engineering kit to help out. And, ooh, that's a crit, baby, 25.
Like I also couldn't find
The key
like a good like engineering sound effects, of people just doing
wire it so that you guys can open this
Like
door
engineering work, like
whenever you wish.
messing with wires or like gears and stuff like that. Like I just couldn't find that. Like everything that was related was like in, oh, here's some
It's like
industrial
construction
factory
noises,
sounds, and it's just like super
All right, on the count of
loud and noisy.
On 3.
And like probably like lots of like ambient noise in the background and stuff, and it just like does not fit into the scene at all.
I do like that we've got like 2 skill junkies in the party, because it's always just like, if it's not working out for me, I always be like, hey, Mishka, can you come lend me a hand, please?
2 skill junkies and a meat shield.
Yep.
Working out so far.
Yeah.
But I mean, barely. We did almost die a lot.
That's definitely true. I mean, honestly, like I feel like things have been tuned like perfectly for this group.
Yeah.
As soon as the door opens for a total of 11 damage.
But we'll get into that, I guess, more
Yep.
in our mailbag episode.
Oh, yeah, someone asked about that stuff.
From behind Uko as he's getting blasted, gonna take a pot shot at one of the guys.
Give him a blast.
That's a 22 to hit.
Oh shit.
That's
Good job, me.
2 piercing.
2 piercing damage.
This
The northmost guy.
this song bumps.
Yeah.
That was a pretty good one.
Initiative.
It's going to get a little bit better when Uko walks into the next room.
Recover, you look back into the room, and suddenly a flash of blinding light and a deafening blast of noise assault your senses.
So we have some weird audio shit in this episode that
Beams directly at your eyes.
honestly it's something to do with our editing application, the way that we share sound files. Sometimes they
Yeah.
get fucky, but like the way that it manifests by just like creating this weird ass audio spike is the weirdest and most frustrating thing.
Coming from a pair of
Yeah, it's so weird because it would be when like a sound effect happens and then the music would spike
Right.
when the sound effect triggers, and like what?
Yeah,
Like
it's
it's so weird.
the weirdest thing, and like the fix for it is easy. It's just we need to make sure we catch them before we put the episode out. And for this
Yeah.
episode, I made like an edit. I was making up there's the thing.
There's one.
I made an edit, some changes, some final changes, and like exported it at like 4 a.m, the day that it was being posted, and I didn't watch through it for like the 30th time rather. I was just like, it'll be fine, I'll just post it. And of course it wasn't fine, but at least it's fairly minor.
Yeah. It's just weird. Yeah, because it's basically just like either you and I would edit it and then save it and then just send each other the files.
Right. I mean, like, and the thing is, like, the software is built for the type of sharing and project sharing that we do, but
It's just
it's not
wonky
perfect, I
sometimes.
guess.
Yeah.
I only had 5 stamina, so now it's
So 7 HP.
Right in the stamina.
bro. I'm at 4 HP.
Yikes. Okay, can I squeeze past Uko or under?
Yeah, it was an interesting balance trying to find the right sound effects for the alarms and stuff.
Yeah, actually, this
Back here.
this noise was a custom one that I made based off of
Nice.
one of the alarm noises. The original alarm noise that you had in here, it was fine, but it was just like, these things are not really an alarm. It's more of like a droning assault on your ears. So
Yeah.
I ran it through some filters and stuff to make this fucking terrible noise.
Yeah, because like it's tough because like these noises are supposed to not be pleasant, but it's
Right.
like we can't make them too pleasant, otherwise no one will watch our show.
Exactly. Like, where is the line between portraying it as annoying as it is supposed to be and making everybody hate watching it?
Yeah.
One of them definitely looks like it's trying to target you, Mishka, but
How unpleasant was it to edit the scenes with these going?
You can mute the tracks.
It surprisingly wasn't too bad.
Yeah, and the way that it sort of ducks down, it starts loud and then gets quieter into the background. It makes it not terrible.
Plus, you know me, I'm near impossible to annoy.
just barely whiz past your head. Rolled a
Oh, there's a second one. You shouldn't say that though, Mishka or Tony, because you're gonna get some Dumb and Dumber shit.
It's grabbing that incendiary,
Fair enough.
and he's gonna
I would do it, but
do an area that's pretty small.
there are people sleeping in my house. Like I said, we're recording late.
Just send it to me later.
Okay.
5 fire damage.
Just randomly call Tony at some point tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony.
Just leave me a voicemail.
It's like a 10-minute long voicemail.
Yeah.
your senses get assaulted by these flashing lights.
Man, I feel like this would suck, like especially for Mishka,
Oh yeah.
because doggo senses.
Yeah.
Nope, it just gives them.
That was why initially I didn't want to go into the room with Mishka. Like, it'd be funny for him to not want to go in there, but then I was like, but then Uko might die. Maybe I better go in there.
Yeah, he'd get over it.
Yeah.
Do we already get the little text blurb that I put in there
Yes,
explaining what CAC is?
CAC, because we like exclaiming CAC frequently
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
like
we're adults.
I just dropped the word CAC and was like, oh, you know what? I should probably put a little note so people are like not wondering what the hell I just said.
I think you have an ADR like in episode 2 about the difference between CAC and stuff as well.
Do I? Okay.
But I mean, I'm sure it's a good reminder because I imagine people might forget, especially if our viewers don't necessarily play Starfinder.
Although if they don't play Starfinder, like, why do they care?
I'm never gonna not laugh at the condescending damage exclamation people give like, whoa, Nevessa did 3 whole damage.
Like, as you level up and you're getting like better and better at it, you're gonna be like perfectly fine at fighting and whatever, and we're still just gonna be like, oh my god, Nevessa hit something.
To be fair, I think you average about as much damage as Mishka does. I think I just hit more frequent.
Yeah, exactly. It's just those attack rolls.
You've rolled less ones. Or your ones will show up on like trick attacks or something to where it doesn't really hinder you.
It's 17 on my trick.
Oh, hey guys, look, Uko's unconscious again.
Does not succeed for the trick attack.
Look at the time.
Now, only 10 to hit.
I'm just amused that the majority of the time it's either my trick attack hits and my attack misses, or the trick attack misses and my attack hits.
Yeah.
This is the one rare occasion where both miss.
Yourself between him and Uko.
I think Uko, if we think about it, Uko's been unconscious in this now. Is this his second
like every
time, or is
episode?
this his third time in 2 days?
This time
It's a lot.
Like
once again.
third?
Unconscious, knocked by the drones.
He goes to whip you.
Here.
A couple.
I think this might be the second time.
Yeah.
The first one
He's
Oh yeah, this is the
he's
second
unconscious
time.
a lot.
Don't worry, listeners. A third one's coming soon.
follows up with a brutal attack on you across the
And potentially many more in the future.
That's right. The way things go, definitely many more in the future.
Dog. I don't like that.
Well,
He does his job as meat shelled well.
That's right.
It does. I mean, it definitely helps that he's a big fucking scary dragon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So he's
Everybody
definitely
is definitely he becomes the priority as soon as
Yeah.
people see him.
He just has like passive aggro.
Exactly.
it's the best move for both our sides.
damage, minimum damage.
Yeah, because I mean he does stupid amounts of melee damage.
Stupid amounts of damage from
Like-
stupid distances.
Like, for instance, here, the crit he just did for
Yep.
minimum damage.
Minimum damage.
damage.
Which is
still
still
8.
like 3 times as much as I can do on a good shot.
Yep.
Just curses something in his Traxian language and just reaches over Mishka and impales the guy like through his sternum.
What level are we in the game currently?
2.
Falls to his knee.
Well, not in the.
Oh, in the like ongoing campaign.
yeah, and where we're at.
Real time.
Yeah,
3.
in real time,
You guys
not
are
in the
3.
show.
Yeah, 3.
Okay.
Find them now, please.
Let's take a quick breather, yeah.
Okay.
Can't wait for level 5.
Yeah, it's
Gonna
gonna be
put
a
some-
while.
Gonna put some points in a strength, so I can actually do damage with the knife.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing about it's not just this adventure. I think it's not just Paizo adventures either. Like all tabletop adventures need to just level you up faster. Give me one that
Yeah.
levels you up quick.
Mm-hmm.
That's why usually what I've been doing when I DM like D&D or something, I'm just like, are we starting at level 1? Okay, well, you guys level up after the first session.
Yeah. Yeah. If we ever get around to playing the homebrew one that I am in the very early stages of writing, and so no promises on anything regarding that, but if we do eventually get to it, I have it starting at level 3, because
Yeah.
screw levels 1 and 2.
Because you're a sane human being.
That's right.
Yeah. Hey, episode's over.
But yeah, that is episode 7. Pretty exciting and leading into like the middle climax of this chapter of the adventure, I guess.
Yeah.
The mini boss, I guess.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that mini boss fight for both good and bad reasons.
Yeah, I have been putting the final touches on that episode and watching it, and it is a very entertaining fight. So I'm looking forward to putting that out and seeing what people think. But that'll be a couple weeks from now. We'll be here talking about episode 8, which is called, believe it or not, it's called Attack into Base Part 2.
Whoa!
I know. Who would have thought? But yeah, that's going to do it for this commentary. Thank you. If you're listening to this, thank you for, checking out our show and supporting us and everything. And we'll see you all on the next commentary.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, I mean, it depends on you, Uko. How are you feeling? You feel up to, taking on some more Azlanti right now?
Well, I mean, if I were to rate myself at like a 0 to 22, I'd say I'm at about a 13.
Those are some very arbitrary numbers there, Uko.
Well, what, you like 0 to 10? Gee, boring.
Yeah, let's give Uko a break so he can rest up, yeah?
Fair enough.
Hey, dibs on the sofa. Move, Jellic.
Oh no! You guys have your
No, that's
set up
right.
the other room. Yeah.
Forgot about that. No, you sit down, Jellic. Just kidding.
No, I wasn't gonna get up anyway.
Yeah, you rest up, buddy. Let's get the other room, yeah?
He's bleeding everywhere.
Yeah.
Pulsecaster, add it to my inventory. Sorry, I gave up.
I will take some of the batteries and I'll hand some to Navessa. I'll hand her the 2 high capacity ones and I'll take the regular ones.
Mishka, why are you carrying 124 weight?
None of your goddamn business.
Because you're carrying a shitload of batteries.
Oh, that's not how it's supposed
You're
to
carrying
work.
40 high capacity batteries
No, I'm not.
and 20 regular batteries.
That's a goddamn lie.
That's when I just dragged it in from the
That's probably the charges.
This thing is stupid.
That are on it. So change the number that you have to how many you should have.
No. No, you.
And then whatever gun you have, you put it in, it gets that many charges.
Give the gun the juice, boy.
Where did the charges go on the weapon?
It should say like ammo.
My laser pistol doesn't say it. It says it has uses.
Under attacks. Look under attacks.
You idiot. More daddy, baby. I don't know what's going on, but I don't think it's important, so I'm gonna sing this song.
Where it says usage, it should say 1 charge, because it only costs 1 when you fire it.
Gotcha.
Some fucking prime content, bruh. Keep this shit in.
Luco, let's make sure yours is all correct.
I did mine correctly because I'm a good boy.
Fuck you.
Well, Nevessa clearly knows how to use this, so she spends about 5 minutes fumbling with the battery pack trying to switch them out.
Which button? Which button? Where is it?
She pulls the trigger and accidentally shoots me. No, I'm kidding.
Ow.
Oops.
It is no longer a klaxon. The lights come back up to normal, but that was a few seconds of an alarm going off, so maybe not the greatest thing.
No problems here. Everything's fine.
We're fine down here. How are you?
Yeah. I'm translating a door real quick.
Okay.
I had a 6 for my culture.
Just based on the map and the layout and everything, even with that 6, you're able to see. Oh, and you've seen the word before, so it's barracks.
Oh, that's the right. The door, right.
All right.
We've learned that Uko has no object permanence. Got it.
Shut up.
Oh, Mishka, could you step aside so I can get to that door?
Yes, of course.
Is there a pie we're supposed to slice or something? I hear people talking about slicing the pie.
Pie?
Is that a thing?
Is that another phrase? I've actually never had pie. I've heard there's lots of different kinds. I'd love to try one someday.
Good pre-battle conversation.
What's your favorite kind of pie?
Possible fire in the hole. Let me take a gander.
So, Ugo, you walk up to the door as they're talking about pie, touching it, and it slides open.
12 to hit.
You go for another attack. This time, you think you're going to get him, but he raises his gun and deflects your pike with the barrel of his gun right before it hits him.
Isn't he get-emmed?
Oh, he is still getting.
Oh, yeah. So that's a, what, 13, 14? 14.
That is a 13, which
13
is what you needed.
Hey, I'm helping.
Hey, 6 piercing damage.
So, how do you kill him?
I run forward and I think I'm about to hit him. Then, it looks like I'm about to miss. But then, wait, no, I'm going to get him. And then I get him.
All of this is just like slow motion going through Uko's head. We like zoom in. I'm going to miss. Oh, wait, I'm going to get him. Got him.
I like the narrative that like he blocked with the barrel, but you just like cut right through it.
You stab directly into the barrel, like the hole of the barrel, and just cut it in half all the way through, and it just like glances up at the end and catches him right in the face.
Yeah.
And then swipe him off my pike.
Well, the interface is busted now, so you're gonna have to make an engineering check.
Interface, because I smashed his face into it. Now it's in his face.
Interface, I hardly know her face. And the door in the western wall is labeled with green letters, which you cannot read right now because you are getting shot at as soon as the door opens.
Oh, shit.
They can do it too.
I spin my pike very anime style, like a helicopter blade, but in front of me, and deflect the shots.
We'll see.
You certainly try that.
You try it, you just end up Star Wars getting it.
Yep, nailed it.
Okay, now everybody rolls initiative.
Oh, dang.
Initiative.
Initiative.
16.02.
Waiting for mine.
4.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's been a little.
It's laggy.
Little laggy.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Yeah, Mishka, you're having some good initiative this session. And it is your turn first.
Wait, no. It's actually 11.
Oh.
Yeah, I accidentally rolled twice, I guess.
All right, we're going to use the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, cheater.
I called myself out.
Cheater. Cheater with honor. Wait.
Both of them fail, so they each get engulfed by this flame and take the 3 damage.
Nice.
That's like 3 of my pistol shots.
Well, it's more like 6 because it was 3 each.
That's like 6 of my pistol shots.
There you go.
Seeing that Uko's in a tight spot, I'll shift over and try and shoot at this fellow here.
The way you guys are stacked up right now, I just imagine you guys are like, hello, 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 as you fire into this room.